This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. And it's Noah in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Noah. Gasol kicks to Dunleavy. Right side, Gasol. The kick outside to Butler. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots it. Oh, that's blocked. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On defense, Chicago.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Now here's Rose. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. Noah, the pass to Rose. Picked him clean. And a fast break now for New York. Here they go.
Wow. How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Now here's Calderon. Lopez a screen. Calderon dishes to Lopez. Anthony kicks to Calderon. Stolen by Rose. Ahead, here's Butler. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Here's Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Joakim Noah.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds. And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game, it's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
Now here's Butler. Back to Rose. Misfires after coming off the pick. And again, New York running the court in transition. And Anthony gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense because he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Rose against Calderon. Out left to the wing. Dunleavy, the pass to Gasol. Got a hand on it. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Now, here's Rose. Outside Butler. That's good from Gasol on the assist by Butler.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Noah with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Excellent D there from Afflalo.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Now here's Rose. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the left wing. Fires from 14, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Calderon. Feeds to Afflalo. Right side Williams. And stolen by Mirotic. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks dishes to Gasol. There's the bucket. Good. Gasol's got 8 points. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Calderon kicks to Williams. Offline with his 3. Anthony against Brooks. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender.
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
They've got Amundsen. He's out there with Derrick Williams. Grant is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard position. They're the group New York will start the second with. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Seraphin. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Seraphin's got 4 points now in the quarter. Chicago leading.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Galloway kicks to Williams. Here's Amundsen. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection, they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even the perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Grant kicks to Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Amundsen, the pass to Williams. And there's another one for the Knicks. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Porzingis, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Anthony comes in for Louis Amundsen. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And it's Calderon in for Grant.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Anthony on the wing, defended by Butler. The kick out to Williams. New York needs to get off a shot. A follow. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Joakim Noah for New York.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the Brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the lob to the hoop, and the jam by Derek Williams.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
They set the screen. The putback, and finished off by Noah.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business. And a few more points tacked on to their lead, and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career, and I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
Chicago making a switch here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Butler goes in. He dishes it to Brooks. Williams with the steal. And now, in transition, it's Aflalo. Here we go. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. And yes, sir, that one drops. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And so we conclude the first half. Knicks lead by 9. And now let's...
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how did...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.